Okay. Let's turn face up. And let's attack with everything that we have. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I'm Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you an Esper Reanimator with the cards of the latest collection, Lorwyn Eclipse. But as always, before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at mtg_barbieri, because there you'll find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my tier hub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click on the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import it directly to your MTG Arena. So let's talk about this Esper Reanimator here, which I played on best of 1, but as always at the end of this little introduction I will present you the sideboard that you can use if you want to play with this deck in the best of 3 format. So it's a Esper, which means it's a white, blue and black deck, and we want to reanimate some cards here. So we have Abhorrent Oculus that forces us to exile 6 cards from our graveyard if you want to play it. As probably in the beginning of the game we will not have 6 cards to exile if you want to play this. So what we can do, we can discard this card and then get it back from the graveyard using the Helping Hand. And the same we can do with the Moonshadow. Because the Moonshadow enters with 6-1/-1 counter on it. That's a card from the latest set, Lorwyn Eclipse, and whenever one or more permanents are put into your graveyard from anywhere while this creature has a -1/-1 counter on it, remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. So basically we can use Kiora. When this Kiora enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. We can discard Abhorrent Oculus or Moonshadow. And then we can get, especially the Moonshadow, with the Likeness Looter. Why? Because it has flying, and you may pay X. This creature becomes a copy of target creature card in your graveyard with mana value X, except it has flying and this ability. Activate only as a sorcery. And also you can draw a card, then discard a card if you tap this creature. It's another way that we have here to discard the Abhorrent Oculus and Moonshadow. So basically, the idea is, if you have the Likeness Lure on turn 2 and Moonshadow in the graveyard, you can on turn 3 get the Moonshadow, and you will have a Moonshadow that is 7/7 with flying and menace. So on turn 3 you will be dealing 7 damage basically, because you will transform Likeness Lure in Moonshadow, but it will not get the 6-1/-1 counter on it, because you are just making a copy of this target of this creature here. It will not entering in the battlefield, it's just a copy. So it's amazing, it's a great combo. It's a 7/7 with flying and menace on turn 3. Probably you will have a great chance to win the game. Also we have Malcolm. It has flash, flying, so you can play at the end of their turn because it has flash, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player you can draw a card and discard a card, and it will receive a counter. If you have 3 or more counters, you can play for free the card that you are discarding. Basically, we also have the Heartless Act. You can choose one, destroy target creature with no counters on it, or remove up to 3 counters from target creature. We can use this to remove some counters of Moonshadow if needed. Also, we have the Split Up, to destroy all tapped creatures or all untapped creatures. So we may use this to clean a little bit the board and make it more favorable to us. So we need to decide how we want to use this, but it will help us to control the battlefield. And finally, we have the Iron Shield Elf, that's also from the latest collection. You can discard a card, this creature gains indestructible until end of turn, then you tap it. So we can discard the Moonshadow, we can discard the Abhorrent Oculus, or we can discard any land here. And remember, every time we discard a permanent, if Moonshadow is on the battlefield, it will pump Moonshadow because it will remove a -1/-1 counter from it. So basically that's the idea here. Let's not forget that Kiora, the Rising Tide, also when it attacks, if you have 6 or more cards, which is not difficult to do. Actually, it's 7 or more cards in the graveyard. which is not difficult to do because we can discard a lot of stuff to the graveyard, it will create a 8/8 Session of the Deep. And remember, it's a legendary creature, so you can only have one at once in the battlefield. And there's another thing here. Abhorrent Oculus, if you, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you can manifest a Dread. If you manifest a Dread Moonshadow, when you pay the cost to turn the face up, it will become a 7/7 as well. It's an amazing combo as well if you happen to manifest Dread the Moonshadow. Now let's talk about the sideboard. We have some Get Lost here. We have 4 copies. We have one more copy here of Get Lost to destroy enchantments, planeswalkers, and creatures. Especially enchantments, because Bearded Triumph can deal with creatures and planeswalkers. Strategic Betrayal to force your opponent to exile a creature that they control, and also to exile their graveyard, so it's amazing against Reanimator decks. 3 copies of Duress to deal with some control decks that have a lot of spot removals, global removals, or even counters, and a Soul Guided Lantern that can help us to draw a card if we need, or to exile a card and the graveyard of an opponent's graveyard if we need. So basically that's the idea of the deck here. Let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. 2 lands only. Okay, let's keep 7. We don't have a high cost deck, a high mana cost. Enter step, they can play anything on turn 1. This is black, blue, and here must be white. Actually, we'll play the starting town first. And let's play the Iron Shield Elf. Perfect. Kid Scavenger. Oh, Shanrip. They can exile my Iron Shield Elf. Okay. I can do nothing about this. But I think that we can use a split up. Maybe. Let's use Multiversal Passage. That's gonna be white. And Pay to Life. Kiora, great. Let's see what we have here. Let's discard the Kiora and a Malcolm. We can use a split up in a better moment. Okay. I should. I think that I'm going to block here. I will use a split up anyway. It will enter stepped and split up all untapped creatures. Perfect. We can use Helping Hand later to get back maybe the Kiora. Another Malcolm. Okay, let's use the Helping Hand to get Kiora. Let's draw 2 cards, then we can do what here? Discard a Malcolm and a Multiversal Passage. And let's play the Moonshadow. If I had the Moonshadow on the battlefield already, would be better. Okay. Shanrip. Yeah, we are losing our Moonshadow. Too bad. Okay. Let's play a Bearded Triumph. So we destroy their spellbook vendor. And then we can use the Bearded Triumph to destroy the other spellbook vendor and create finally our Octopus. Okay, let's pay 3 life again. And here we go. We have our Octopus. 3 damage to the face. Okay. Shun Reap. Man, that's so annoying. But okay, we can create again. Pass my turn. I think that we can play the Bearded Triumph here. Paying 3 life, no matter. I have some battlefield advantage. Let's attack and create again the Octopus. Then we can go for a Likeness Looter. Oh, come on, man. Let's finish this game. One more game, one more victory. Okay, let's skip 7. I think that we should begin with a Malcolm. We enter Stepped, great. We play Malcolm. Oh, Cryogenic Relic. Pay 2 life. Malcolm. We can then attack with Abhorrent Malcolm and discarding Abhorrent. Oh man, they're destroying my creature. But okay, no problem. Let's play Starting Town and Iron Shield Elf. They try to destroy it. We can use the Abhorrent Oculus to give indestructible to it. Okay. Let's attack, just to see what they are going to do. Okay, they are down to 21. Let's play the Likeness Looter. Then if they try to destroy my Iron Shield Elf, I can play the Abhorrent Oculus and to discard the Abhorrent Oculus to give indestructible and get it with the Helping Hand. Repurposing Bait. Okay, probably they are getting the Pinnacle, maybe. Probably they are getting the Pinnacle. Let's pay 2. Get the Malcolm. We pay 2 life here. Let's attack. They are down to 17. We can discard the Abhorrent Oculus. Use Helping Hand to get it back. Perfect. Moonshadow. Let's hope they don't get the Pinnacle, but I believe that they will. But okay, I will have a abhorrent Oculus that I can keep using. I think they are getting a Pyracle. Oh no, the Pyracle is there. Uh, okay, can't do much about this. Let me see here. Turn face up. It's a 7/7 now, great. Let's attack. And they are down to 7. Amazing. Let's discard the starting town. Perfect. And we don't have anything here to get it. To get the Malcolm maybe, but it's legendary. Okay, Simulacro Synthesizer will not help you. I believe that's gonna be game over to you. Let's see, Abhorrent Oculus again. Let's attack. And that's gonna be game over. That's it, one more game, one more victory. Okay, I just don't have a creature to be target for the likeness Ludo. So multiversal passage, that's gonna be white. Because I have blue and black. Yeah, I believe that I will have to play as a control in the beginning of the game. Or maybe not, let's see. I can use a split up. Okay, pass. Let's take 1 damage down. Let's play the Kiora. Resolve. Okay, my turn. Should I use the Bitter Triumph right now? No, wait, I think that I'm going to use in a bigger creature. Let's play the islands. And let's play Kiora. We can discard what? Moonshadow. And a Bitter Triumph. Actually, I split up. We can get back the Moonshadow with the likeness Looter. And it will become a 7/7, so that's not going to be a problem. Another Helping Hand. Okay, let's play here. And let's attack. If they want to trade. Okay, they didn't want to double block. So let's try to get the Moonshadow. Oh, it enters with the 6 counters. I forgot about this. Oh man, come on. They don't attack me with the Lenore Elf, so I can use the split up. It's insane. Okay, let's attack with both. If they want to block my exile, okay, they are exiling my creature. Yeah, I will have to use Bitter Triumph in this case. Yeah, let's use a Bitter Triumph here. Pay 3 life. And let's attack 4 more damage to the face. That's it. Another Lone War Elves? Okay, I can destroy your Predator Hoof. Let me see here. Bitter Triumph. Let's discard the Likeness Looter. We don't have many options here. Let's attack. 3 more damage to the face. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's hope they don't have another... Okay, Formidable Speaker. They can get one... Actually, they can do this right now, so it's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, I go first. That's gonna be black. Actually, I can use any color here. I thought it was a multiversal passive. Sorry. Hello, good game. Okay, you're destroying my Moonshadow. Okay, another starting town. Let's attack. Let's play the Likeness Looter. If they destroy one of the... Actually, if they destroy the Likeness Looter, I can get back with the Helping Hand. Okay, Kiora, the Rising Tide. Let's discard what? The Abhorrent Oculus. And the Kiora. Okay, amazing. Let's attack. They are down to 16. Unstoppable Slasher. Yeah, that can be problematic. Let me see here. Swamp. I can use Bitter Triumph. Discarding a Swamp. Yeah, let's do this. Let's destroy their Unstoppable Slasher, so it's gonna be tapped. We discard the Swamp, so we pump Moonshadow. And let's attack. They are down to 9. And we can get back the Abhorrent Oculus with the Helping Hand. Autopay, great. Oh, let's get another Abhorrent Oculus. Amazing. I think that we are in a pretty strong position here to win this game. With 4 mana, I don't think they can destroy all the creatures. Oh, Corpse of the Lost will not help you. I'm sorry to be the one to say this. No blocks. Okay. Let's turn face up. And let's attack with everything that we have. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, keep 7. We can begin with the Moonshadow. If they destroy the Moonshadow, I can try to get it back with the Likeness Looter. Yeah, they will destroy, but okay. Let's play this one here and likeness looter. Let's hope that they don't destroy this one here right now. Oh, they are going to destroy again. Okay, I have another likeness looter. That's not gonna be a problem. Let's not cry about this. At least they are not using on me. Okay, I have another one. Starting town, likeness looter. And now we can get the Moonshadow. It's gonna be a 7/7. It's gonna be a little harder for you to deal 7 damage on my creature with flying and menace. Oh, interesting. Nice. Now it's my turn. 7 damage. We have just 2 cards here. Yeah, I believe that I'm going to drop the Aberrant Oculus if I use the Bitter Triumph. Okay, are you going to use again? The Twisted Felt. Hired Claw? Okay. Let's hope that you pump. Okay, 3 damage. No problem. Okay, a Plains. Let's attack. 7 damage to the face. And if you try to get my creature again, I will have to use Bitter Triumph. And I will have 4 cards in the graveyard. Actually 5. Nova Hellkite, it's okay. It's not a problem. Let's use here. Discard a card. Multiversal Passage, and perfect. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. Got any questions about the build or how it plays? Drop a comment, I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.